1, 2, 3, 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, this episode of the MUDBLOOD podcast is brought to you, as always, by your favourite hairy bollock trimmers.
Manscaped.
You go on to manscaped.com, you type in the code MUDBLOOD, you get 20% off.
To shave your bollocks.
You've got the Lawnmower 4.0.
You've got the ball deodorant.
You've got the ball toner. And we can help you get money off it with Manscaped. MUDBLOOD, 20%
Shave your
off.
bollocks.
Shave them, you
Be the man you've always wanted the priest to be.
you dirty little bitch. Get it shaved. They've supported the podcast for a long time. Support them, and by supporting them, you're also supporting us. Manscaped.com, MUDBLOOD, 20% off.
MUDBLOOD podcast. Standing up for baldy bollocks for 2 years now.
Also, check out the MUDBLOOD Patreon. There's over, I think, about a year and a half of episodes. There's also some additional content.
There's
the
the
live
live
podcast.
show, which everybody wanted for so long.
Yes, and we got it eventually.
Guess what? A punt. £10.
You can give us more if you want, but you don't have to.
You don't have to. We're only asking for £1. Get you on, subscribe.
We're going to upload additional stuff. I have the roast battle from me and Kieran Bartlett in Edinburgh. That's going to go up there. You can come watch
It's
that.
just fuck all to do with the MUDBLOOD apart from Willie. But
I'm in it, so it matters. I also have ours. We can put that up if you want. Who knows?
did you give a recording?
Yeah, Colin sent it to me. So we can put that up if you want. If not, it's up to you.
You don't want to put it up?
I don't mind. I'm fine with it going up. I'm fine.
Why do you think it'll cancel me?
I don't think I'll cancel it. It's just I won. The
They're
roast
always
battles will be
going to
up.
give it to a wee disabled fella.
I know, and you mentioned it 8 times. So the roast battles are up. Go check
Guess
them out.
what? Guess what? He called me and Kieran fat in the roast battles.
It's not all I did.
Yeah.
Came at you from all different angles. It was fantastic. I was weaving, I was ducking, I was bobbing, landed the blows. It was fantastic. Also, you could go see Paddy in the SSE Arena on the
8th
8th.
of September in Dublin, the 17th in the Laughter Lounge of September, the 30th of September in London, Leicester Square Theatre, and on the 1st of October in Glasgow. And I've also got dates in Derry on the 4th, which is sold out, of November. And also on the 29th of December, I'm in the Millennium Forum the second night. Yep. And I've shows in Cork and Galway coming up.
Yeah. I also have the Ulster Hall. We're on very low tickets for that. Get them before they sell out because they're going to. We're very, very close to it. So November 4th, Ulster Hall. Other than that, enjoy this week's episode of the MUDBLOOD podcast. Bam, 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 bam.
I was born in Belfast.
Whoa. Fuck, that's just brought me back to life. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the MUDBLOOD podcast. We are back again. MUDBLOOD's back. Tell a friend. It's me, William Thompson, joined by my good friend, Paddy McDonald.
What's happening, wee man? You all good?
I'm tired, but I'm good, man.
Everybody's been asking me, where's that wee, I'm not saying the word, where's that wee fucker?
Where's that wee gentleman? Where is he?
Heroes that emerged the weekend.
How was that?
It was fucking great, man. It was, Saturday night was really good, and then Sunday night I was gigging in the Moy, so I didn't get down, and the whole point of going to Emerge was to see Carl Cox.
Right.
And I walked in, and I was like, there's no point, he's away. And she was like, no, he's still on the stage. And I looked and I seen the shadow of him in the big video, and I went, sweet. We walked around, literally, I'm not even joking, no 1 a.m. moments. You walk up and I'm just right in front of the stage, and he goes, puts his hands in the air, and I went, here's a big cracker going to drop. And he went, good night, Belfast. And I was standing with my hands in there just waiting for it, and I'm just like, I think you should put your hands down. I think he's just left the stage. And I was like, fuck's sake.
Did you get tortured?
Shame. No, see the mad thing about it, on the Saturday night I got more, but on the Sunday night it was darker, and I had my hood up. And then what happened was, I was fucking getting away with it rightly, but some girl from Derry came through the crowd, and I fucking knew it was me because I had my back there, and she came over and she was like, can I get a photo? And I took the hood down. That was it. That was the floodgates. Like, it was just.
So it's the same one cunt getting the photo, everyone will do it.
And then I got this big long message from a fella going, here, Paddy, long shot here, but like, know what I mean? I got specked there, the ornator, and I think I was with you, and you were saying it was all bollocks and all, and I don't know if this is true or if I made this up, but he says, you were there, and you were talking to me, and you seen the crowd of fellas and all, and I was going, I'm reading the message going, I don't remember any of this. I might have met him, but I don't remember any of that. Do you know what I mean? He had a real bad experience. And he finished off by saying, sectarianism is alive and well in our country.
What the fuck happened to this guy?
I don't know. I really don't know.
The fucking...
But
did he get jumped or something?
yeah, he did. He said, I don't think he got jumped. I think he says he got into trouble with a crowd of fellas, and then he says, can you shed light on this? And I sort of don't want to hit okay to the message, because I'm going to myself,
I mean, now he knows you've read it. You've just said it.
Am I getting implicated in something here?
I mean, he's going to know now.
Think so?
Sectarianism is alive and well. When we were eating at a burger restaurant in Edinburgh, Sean, a guy came up to the window, like hammered, and just started singing, what was it, Billy Boys?
Oh.
And it got to the point where he's like, we're up to our knees in Fenian blood, and he just slams a burger down. I was like, right, enough! I was like, I was like, let him finish.
There was
Let the man cook.
They were coming into our show, and when they came into the compilation show, I was like, come on, fill the front rows. Or Mickey was shading him. Mickey was like, you're a fucking doorman. I was like, fill the fucking front. Right? I just put them all in their place, right? And these fucking 4 English fellas come in, and they went, yeah, pack of Fenian bastards. And I went, lovely. And he went, you know what I mean, like? And I went, yeah, because I am one of them. And he went, oh, right. And it was strange. They were actually dead on.
I've never heard English people use that. That's weird.
That was the strange part about it. But he sort of then didn't realise, because they were saying up the ran all. So I was going, do they just watch the podcast from back here and then reference?
I don't think they really
they
get it.
They don't know what they're talking about.
I feel that must be
because they were saying up the ran all and cheering like bits like that when you were on stage, but yet they were saying Fenian bastards and all. So I don't know. It was just a weird, but he sort of went, oh, right. It's like, sit down and fuck up.
Yeah, because we ran like a late night show as well on top of all our shows. Tell you what, that compilation got me through it, because it was always fucking...
I loved it.
9 times out of 10 was brilliant. Definitely.
I loved it.
Yeah, it was fucking great. I don't want to just tell Edinburgh stories for like a fucking hour, but that's all my mind is on.
I'm sure. I heard one you said on Shane's, like one of the compilations didn't go great.
There were a few that you're like, oh, but it was like midway point when we were all tired. We didn't want to be there, and we were exhausted, and we still had to do that show. And when the crowd wasn't up for it, we weren't doing anything. We weren't trying to bring them into it. We were going, you're getting the jokes. That's all you're getting. It was fucking tiring, but it was great. There was one where it was just everyone died for an hour straight.
Yeah.
And one of my favourite things in the world to watch is Kieran Bartlett in a room where people are angry at him, because he does not hold back. No way if you feel people are angry at you, you'll tone it down a bit and try and like warm up to them. Nah, Kieran will just threaten to fucking kill them or fucking slit their throats and stuff. He's brilliant.
I've seen that firsthand.
Who, Kieran?
In a room of people that are angry at him is one of my favourite things to watch.
I remember when he done support for me at the Fela, there was like a women's group from Conway Mill, which is made up of mostly wee women who probably fucking were inside prison or fucking husbands were.
Yep.
So I had done a gig in Conway Mill, and I think it was actually for like ex-prisoners or something, and they were at the gig, so they came to see me during Fela.
Yeah.
But that night I done like very clean stuff in Conway Mill, and I brought Kieran on stage that night at the Fela, and I swear I was just looking at the row of these women, and Kieran's like, you fucking hate it, there's constant, and I'm like, oh fuck me. And he came out and he was like,
the stink smell of piss from over here.
That's exactly what he said. And I was just looking, going, fuck me, Kieran, don't, like, not demons, not them. I was sort of at the side of the stage going, not demons, because, you know, a couple of them could be like a ninja and fucking cut a stoat or something after. But nothing came of it.
Square knife to have, but
he did, he did come off stage and go, well, about damn paralyzed. Listen, they're fucking ex-DIs. Leave me alone.
He has the ability, no matter how many times I've seen him, he will say something at one point where I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, I
Yeah.
love it. I love it.
And here, we do that in Lavery, so picture when he does it, like, in that scenario.
Yeah. I know what you mean about, like, when you've done a wee gig for Demons in Conway Mill. Like, before, like, COVID and all, you would have had really, like, 2 modes. You would have had, like, a real, like, clean mode, like a TV.
Yeah,
like,
I had a set that I would have done at weddings that was totally spotless. Like,
Yeah.
you know, you could have done it in front of kids.
But, like, now yours is a bit more, like...
It's just what people want. I mean, I done a wedding the last Thursday, and I got the bride and groom out, and I was like, I can do whatever you want here. And they were like, full on, torch out of bollocks, crude as fuck. And I was like, well, you asked for it. You're paying. You know, the rest of the people that go to weddings, this is the thing about doing a wedding gig, they're not there to see you.
Yeah.
They're there for a wedding. And they're all dressed up. They're fucking juiced up bollocks. They're coked off their heads. And then they're just sitting in the crowd. Next minute, this guy comes out and tries to be funny, and they're going, fuck this. I couldn't shout out during the best man speech, but I'm going to make a contact as comedian.
Yeah.
And they try it, and then once you get into it with people, and they must have had a cousin from Dundalk that, you know, he had something wrong with him. He looked an adult, but obviously wasn't. And I said something to him. I went, where are you from? Because he wouldn't fuck up. And he was like, Dundalk. And I went, keep it up and you'll go back her. And this girl stood up and walked up to me and in a whisper went, that's my nephew, knock on the fucking head.
And that's way scarier than shouting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I turned around and I went, she just stabbed me with my kneecaps. And somebody went, you know. So it was a whole...
That is because you don't have the information and you're trying to fucking guess.
Yeah.
And you're
what
still
that
trying
means.
to be funny.
When somebody went, that sort of means like you're very close to getting it right there. You're very close to getting it right there, Paddy, because when somebody does that, it means like, oh fuck.
Yeah, also, when it's a man threatening you, it's not as scary. Because normally someone else will be like, right, fucking wise up, or pull him back, or be like, he's just a rocket. When it's a woman, it scares me more, because no one's going to stop her.
Yeah.
When it's a woman standing up and shouting, no one's like, fucking sit down, Tracy. They're just like, she's a rocket, you can't stop her.
I don't get scared much, but I have to say, the first night I walked home from my sets through that park home in Edinburgh,
Aye.
and there's nobody else in that park,
That's spooky, like.
that was spooky. That freak. Kieran drove me home one night and seen the park, like, and people were coming out of the hedges and all, and he went to me, you're literally not, it's 4 miles through the park, it's not like...
A wee dander, like.
Yeah. I used to go through the graveyard in the Falls Park, but he was like, you're not doing this. I'm not letting you do it.
It was fucking weird.
Did you get your car back alright?
Completely fine. Mm-hmm. That's what I'll be doing every Edinburgh. Finding a residential area, leaving it there. Because it cost me £40 a day to park it.
Okay.
And then just left it at yours and went, see, even if it gets clamped and taken away,
Still
it'll cost me
cheaper.
less to get it out.
Yeah.
So I just went, fuck it. And it was fine.
Yeah.
For a month I left it at that street. It was fucking great.
Just abandoned it.
I literally did. I just went, fuck it, I'm not dealing with this fucking hassle. But where was that wedding that the woman threatened you?
Not gonna end it.
Ah, okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Not gonna end it.
Do you know who I saw do a couple of weddings in my family, and he was always fucking brilliant?
Man with fudges.
Magic George. Magic George did a few in my family, and he was fucking brilliant every time.
It's because you were all on magic mushrooms.
Yeah.
Magic
Really.
George and magic mushrooms all really mixed.
Do some cocaine and watch Magic George. It's a great night.
I love Magic George, by the way.
Fucking brilliant.
I do. Like, it's one of them guilty pleasures, isn't it?
It's like a Paul Curry sort of thing where you're like, this is just silly. And it's very, very funny.
Yeah.
After a while, there's so many times you can be like, that's a great joke, or that's a well crafted. Sometimes you're like, I just fucking
Want it
smash
simple.
something,
Yeah.
I'll piss myself at that.
But like everyone from here that was at the Fringe, even Victorio, like how I know he's from Belfast, he's based in London, but everyone fucking cleaned up.
Oh, big time.
Like it definitely shows that there's a strong, and the many people that wanted to speak to me or talk to me about the scene over here,
Yeah.
like involved in acts and stuff like that, was fucking
Even
massive.
Scottish acts, every time I'd be drinking with them, they'd be like, I'm so jealous of what you guys get to do. And I'm like, I know, it's class. They're
No.
like, we're just watching through windows like bastards.
Yeah.
But
No,
it's
it is.
great, like.
It is. No, it's you forget how good of a scene that we actually have here.
Doing
now.
Edinburgh is like, I'm so spoiled back home.
Yeah.
So I mean, like 3 days in, I'd had 3 terrible ones. So with Mickey, and we were sitting like drinking and like crying into our pints, be like, I want to go home. This is shite.
Do you know what?
Like,
Having a bad gig, like Probably the worst one for me was when we done the compilation show and me and you were the first two there, and then you says, right, you go on, I'll go on, and then you bring Kieran on, and I was like trying to fill in. So I had already shouted at everybody and told them where to sit. Then went up and shouted at everybody and told them to be quiet to let him on. Brought him on, and then I came on and was like, hi, what about this? And everybody was just like, what do you... I just proved that, like, to go from the MC mode, like, I can do it in the Empire, but on that compilation, it was like, we've already seen you.
Yeah,
You've passed the button here.
It's weird.
It's like, don't want to see you again.
Yeah. Was that the one? That wasn't the one where I fell asleep in the back and you had to wake me up to go on stage?
He literally...
I was like the Gimp in Pulp Fiction. They were like, fetch Willie.
Do you
I'm like,
remember Mortal Kombat? No, in the finishing pit, that he stood up and done that, and I looked at Mickey and went, he's not going to be able to do this.
I literally said that to him on the Patreon last week, that some of them rooms looked like the fucking rooms that the Gimp was staying in Pulp Fiction. I was like, holy fuck, these are actual dungeons.
Yeah.
It's like, if they have a cloakroom big enough, they'll fucking turn it into a venue over there.
I was in a bar storeroom for a show. Wasn't doing it. It was the time I went to see the Polish guy.
I done a gig in a cave.
Shagged a mannequin with 2 horses.
I done a gig in a cave. I actually done 6 gigs in caves.
The caves or a cave?
I've done the caves, but they're a cave.
Yeah.
They are caves. Right? And people was like, why is all the netting above our heads? And I was like, because them fucking bits of rock that's been chiseled out are going to fall in your fucking nugget.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
It was
And
grim.
the walls are like sweating.
And it smells like shite.
That's the one problem with that area, that like Royal Mile sort of bit. It's a fucking...
Damp, smelly.
You have to be lucky to get a room that doesn't smell like warm.
I was
balls,
so lucky. My venue was like made for that gig. Do you get what I mean? It was like brand new green room. Like Kieran came into my room and went, bastard.
Kieran's room was lovely too.
Yeah. No, he had a cracking room.
Kieran's was lovely.
But Kieran was just like the green room and all I had because he was behind the curtain.
That's what fuck you.
I had a full green room. Like it was like the size of this.
Aye.
And it was just a proper green room. Seats and fucking air conditioning and fucking electric and water cooler and all. Like I had everything in it. So it was like really... So the acts were coming in and going, you cunt.
yeah.
And also, like, if you gigged over there for 30 quid, you were like, this is fucking great. If somebody was like, I'll give you 30 quid to do a gig here, you go, fuck off.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean?
Over there, though, it's like,
It's
do
like
20 minutes, 30 quid. You're like, dude, honestly, at the comp, we were pulling in insane money for an Edinburgh comp.
No, we made no money.
None at all.
Nothing.
But when I say money, I mean praise. We only accepted hugs as payment.
That sounds worse. That sounds worse. No, we did not get hand jobs at the fucking things.
I don't think I can ever take a hand job again in my life. I want.
You make it. We didn't get hand jobs. I didn't get hand jobs at the Fringe. That's
so many. I took his. There's queer people at the end of a show.
I would rather the tax man than the fucking wife.
I thought you were gonna say the wank man.
Jesus Christ!
Did you have any attempts to like get your hold while you were
No, way too fucking tired. Looked like shit.
Do you know what?
You could shower 3 times a day, and the minute you walk outside, you are stinking again. You're in crowded fucking rooms. You're walking up hills.
I'm not single, but I could see how you would have absolutely zero interest. Like,
Yeah.
You barely wanted to eat.
Yeah, like all of us have lost weight over the Fringe.
You knew you had to eat. So, but you were like on your own, and you were going, do I really want to go and sit somewhere on my own and eat something here?
Yeah.
So you were like, do you fancy getting something? And then most of the time it was just like, oh, what about this? And then 2 o'clock in the morning it was like, well, we'll get something before we go home. Yeah, maybe done that twice, because then the next day you were suffering, so you went, not doing that again.
You had about generally about 1 meal a day. That's why I was obsessed with the macaroni cheese truck.
Oh,
It was just good. Carbs, like it kept you going. They were fucking nice. Like,
Did you get yourself a Taco Bell?
No.
I don't like Taco Bell.
I like it to be
I'll
Taco
have
Bell. They also have a Jollibee there, don't they?
I don't know what that is now.
We had that.
It's like a Filipino like place.
Redbox?
We had the red box was amazing. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So Redbox is like chopsticks, but they make it fresh. So you go in, you pick your ingredients, pick your sauce, pick your veg, and then they make it for you. It was like 7 quid if you just got the meal.
Unreal.
Well, and it was like, you couldn't even get a takeaway here for 7 quid.
No, and it was a big portion.
And
like
it was
it came in a big wok.
You were
Yeah.
busted with it, and it was the nicest Chinese I've ever had in my life.
I know here, Edinburgh is just, it's class.
Oh, it's
like
a great city.
like
Great city.
being
But this is
over-
people are going. It's a great city, you know. I see none of it.
yeah, that's the problem. Like the 2 times I've been this year, I've been in and out. It was to play the gig earlier this year, and then to go over and film musings.
It's one of them places that I say I would love to just go over for the
But
weekend, like just
I
which I have done years ago, but not.
yeah.
You know, when
Yeah.
you were away with your mates, it was you only seen all the different bars. Cause you were
I
going
booked me and the to go over for Halloween here because I was just like, I just want a couple of days
Yeah.
just to dander about and like just do
Christmas
touristy
market, and
stuff.
it's very good.
It was when people would land in, like, 3 weeks into the Fringe and be like, okay, I'm here for the day, so we'll do this, then we'll go up to the castle, and then we'll do this. And
you're like,
you can do that.
You can go and fuck
I'm
yourself.
going to be in my room.
Yeah, you can go and fuck yourself.
Yeah. And everyone would come in fresh-faced, and we're all sitting there like bags on.
I now understand, like, the times that I did go over when I came over and I was like a commando and I was like, come on. And they were like,
No.
and I was trying to get gigs everywhere. And now I know, like, the crack behind it all. It's just, you were just getting up in the morning going, fuck, here we go again.
It was like Groundhog Day, and that you have to worry about sales every day, and then you always say you're not going to drink, and then you have a gig, it's busy, and then you're in the mood, you're like, I'll have one, and then before you know it, you're fucking... That being said, we were well behaved.
Fuck, definitely.
We really weren't. Even Mickey was quite well behaved. No one really went mad.
Mickey didn't have the partnerships he thought he was going to have.
What do you mean? Like
if there had been there, if somebody had been there pushing the element,
he would have.
he would have went all right. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. But
because he was like, what's happening? And everybody was like, I'm way home to sleep. He was like, oh.
Aye.
Right.
Aye. Because sometimes I will do it, but then I'm also very stubborn. And if, like, I'm not someone who can be convinced. If I don't want to do it, I end up getting angry at you because I'm like, I fucking told you no. So I didn't go out a lot of the time. But even the 2 nights I did go out, the next day, I went out the one night before the one day off you get, and then spent the whole day
Blood.
off dying. And I was like, I'm not doing that again.
Yeah.
Did you take another day off?
No.
That was you right through, yeah?
Yeah.
See, that emerged by the way. Like the lights for that thing was
Insane.
insane. Like I was down in Newcastle on
could see it?
Saturday night. Not from Newcastle, but I was driving back up, and I was on the motorway at Lisburn,
Flashing.
and this whole sky was lit up. It was fucking. It was insane. It was like a fucking mothership.
That was people getting photos of me.
Like crazy
It was
from Lisburn.
it was fucking mental, like. But I was standing at the tents and I was just looking at it going, this is fucking insane because we never had anything like that. I remember there being one rave out the back of Kennedy Centre,
Aye.
and it was one tent, you know, and it was fucking 10 DJs brought their lights with them, like that. When I was just looking, I was going like, there's 2 tents and then a main stage. It was fucking unreal, like.
Aye.
It really was. Like, I'd see the Shane tent. There was it didn't look like they were dancing on it. They were just standing like this. It was just chocker block.
Aye.
And it's because it rained on the Sunday. And everybody just fucking get in underneath. And they're just like that. They were all just wiped out. And I just look, like when we were fucking growing up, we went to raves. Everybody was bounced about like fucking.
That's not how waves go now.
Nobody do that. Yeah, and then it was all phones, and I was going to her like there was none of that, you know.
Oh, there's nothing worse than you're out of your fucking mind. Someone pulls a phone out, like, look at you. I'm like, put that away. Because you're sitting
The
there
many people that got photos of me, and they were like, that's it. Get sunglasses.
But that's...
Because the one I put the photo up, but their eyes were like that, so they were like, don't want people to know I'm off my fucking chaps here. So they got fucking sunglasses, so it's just me standing in dark fields with all these people's sunglasses on. Like, which gives it away.
Yeah. But it's because it's techno's the big thing now. Whereas trance, trance is more fucking you can go nuts that, whereas techno is just dong, and you just move, so I hate it. But I'm raging I didn't get to go to a merge.
It was great. It really was good.
Also
like,
raging I missed the end-ups.
They were on the same night.
I know.
They were on the day I was leaving Ibiza. They were on in my hotel.
As you told me, I waited 10 fucking plus years for end-ups to perform.
Dabby. You fancy Dabby, isn't that what it is?
No, I fancy Talisa. Well, I did before. Have you seen what you did to her face? She looks fucking weird now, like. She looks like a cat. Just got like the. Do you know when they get too much Botox and their face just unmoved and that there?
So she's like an Alfa Romeo.
Yeah, she just
They
looks.
were really
fucking-
nice looking cars in the 90s and
Yeah.
the early 2000s, but they've done too much now.
Yeah, too much work done
and
on
it's
that.
just you're looking at them going,
Yeah.
they're a bit weird looking.
That's tacky as fuck now.
I would have drove you before, I'm not
Aye.
driving you now.
Aye, I wouldn't now.
No, I wouldn't take her out in DLA.
Absolutely not. No.
Would you not? No.
Nope. Nope. I'm not gonna be daily booklet. It's just Talisa. I might.
Talisa does sound like a fucking car, to be honest.
A Daihatsu.
Doesn't it? The Daihatsu Talisa. Volkswagen brought out a new car called the Tego.
I saw that.
Oh, I need to
saw
get
it on my
that.
drive. Not. I wanted to take a picture of it. So much,
I got a
then
photo
was like,
and I was like, the fucking Tego, like,
It means I can pull in the car wash. Be like, someone clean that dirty Tego, would you?
but I mean, would
Have you
Protestants,
driven to West Belfast?
Would-
Your car
would-
wash?
It
Would-
sounds like there's a building site.
Would
you know,
Protestants
where it's all
drive it?
Protestants and there's one Fenian bricklayer, and that's his nickname. Tego.
That sounds like it'd be a play on in the lyric.
what's that,
One
Tego?
Fenian bricklayer.
In the Tego?
I need to get a wee Tego.
Tiago Silver?
Can I get that?
Isn't there a rapper who does a song about Tiago Silver? Isn't it?
Dave.
Thiago Silva, yeah, Dave. Because he
Dave?
brought the guy, which I love.
Dave?
I love as a rapper name.
Dave.
Nothing like
Just
fuck-
Dave?
Just Dave, and he's class. Because he got the guy up from the crowd. didn't he,
Alex
the
from Glasgow.
That's the one. Because he was wearing the PSG Thiago Silva top.
I seen that. And he
That
was on
massive
like,
a couple of years ago.
was that at Glastonbury or something? They got him up?
Yeah.
Do you think it was set up?
No, he
No.
does. He does that at a lot of shows. You ever seen when Kendrick Lamar did it? Brought a girl up on stage to do Good Kid, Mad City, and she was white.
And just
And the N word is everywhere in that song, and she
did she
started
say it?
singing it. So he just cuts. He's like, you just. He's like so embarrassed. Like, you can't say that. You need to stop saying that word. So and then it made like, well, why even bring her up? Because that
Yeah.
is the every third word in that song.
Is it a song about Nigeria?
It is. It
Right.
is about the rich land.
Yeah.
It's great fucking. It's a good fucking song though.
great album.
That's my favorite Kendrick album.
Here. I got a picture of it for you.
Brilliant.
Me Tego.
Yeah, I was going to take. There was one parked beside me up at the shops in Inn like the other day, and I was going to take a photo of it, and I was like, "No, it's probably somebody's already done that."
I got sent a message too on Instagram with a fella like, here, I listen to a podcast now, I'm a bit fucking behind times here because I'm only out of jail. But he says, I've been listening to the podcast and you're saying about going to the 12th of July and I know we've passed this year. But that was last year I was talking about that, like he's really behind. But he was like, listen, you come to my fucking bonfire. He says, they know not to fuck with me. He says, I got done with attempted murder when I was 18. I'm not as mad as I used to be, but no one would fuck with me. Paddy, you gotta carry it and come up to my house. And I'm sort of like,
I'm alright.
I don't want to go to the bonfire now, Daddy.
Just wait till he's 5 harp deep and the darkness comes back
goes-
into his eyes.
Who did you attempt to kill? Some Fenian.
Some Tego.
Some Diego. I thought he was a Volkswagen.
Fucking. I'm a wee bit behind the podcast, but like you don't have to record in your work anymore. Here you can come around to my
He may be
set.
back in jail by the time he listens to this one.
Like I know I'm a wee bit behind the podcast, but I knew
I'm
your wee
listening.
man would say cryptic.
I'm listening to you in a while, but fucking we Burnsies mental, isn't it?
The many people thought you were going to mention him again. Wonder where that went.
We went back in time.
Willie fucking
Well,
took
yeah,
it
we
down.
took it down because he
No,
doesn't
Willie
speak.
took it down.
Yeah, he took it down. He doesn't speak this anymore. I don't feel it's right if we're not friends. So
What, the episode?
the Burnsie episode, yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
one
found-
of them. One of them.
All
Is
of them,
that-
all of them are done.
He
Oh,
took
really?
everything.
I took
He
them
took
all down,
everything.
yeah.
And
Yeah, I took them all
everybody
I'll take the
is-
shit for that. Yeah, I just if he's not our friend, I'm like, yeah, I don't.
See, if you're not going to be our friend, you're not playing with our politics.
Yeah, exactly. Not getting-
You're like
I don't have
You're
the-
like
I don't
all
have the
these
$5
women.
grand to pay
You're
for
like
it.
all these women on fucking Insta and Facebook, and what happens is they fall out with their fella.
Oh, I
And their
all the
fella was
photos are
every
not-
sec, and then it's just a picture of Emmons in 2006 because they have fuck off photos of themselves now.
Yeah.
And it's just like 2006,
yeah,
and you're like, who's that skinny girl?
that is me.
You know, and then yeah,
Yeah.
you're just like,
100%.
fuck him, he's out, he's out.
100%. That's me.
I don't give a fuck, he's a bastard.
That's absolutely what I do. I'm
So
like,
Birdsy's a bastard.
not a bastard, but I just didn't feel it was right if we're not his friend to have that episode on.
Biggest episode.
I know, but
Wasn't it?
Not anymore.
Was.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
But it was.
What episode?
But there's so many people
Who is
who
it?
go, where the fuck the Burnley episode? I was trying to show my fucking two mates from fucking...
That was the next one coming. I'd hear your mom. That was the next episode for him. No?
Just keep talking about who is he?
Who's fucking Burnley? I was showing my two mates from Nigeria and then the fucking couldn't find it.
He's like, I just finished the episode where you fucking were talking about Speaking Out Family or the Magic Mushrooms.
Was that on this one? I thought that was on Shane's.
No, the first time was on here, but it's one of the deleted episodes as well.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
You know, it's bad when we look back and go, we shouldn't have that up.
Yeah.
Because you forget when you start podcast, you don't think it's going to go, you know, as big as it is. And then sometimes you look back and you're like, I shouldn't have said that.
I remember, like, saying to him, I just don't put too much into it because, like, I probably won't be that many people watching it.
If he's your business advisor, sack him immediately, Sean.
Why, what did he say?
He said when we started, he's like, don't put too much into it because there probably won't be that many people watching it. And I was like, sack him as a business advisor.
Because it was
Don't
because there was loads of podcasts like that tried to start up around that time, and it just like they were all just fucking
the key.
flying off a cliff.
This is when, and there's way more now.
Yeah,
The key is you just have to keep doing it.
It's just consistency.
The biggest failed podcast is they do 3 months.
And they go,
there's
only fucking 20 people listening. Fuck that. You know, you need
have
to
to
do
just keep doing
something. You need to do something to, like, get it there. It's like, improve your guests. Like, I've done some podcasts and they're just not around anymore.
Yeah, I've done
You know, but they would turn around and go to me, here, Paddy, you know, we used to have that podcast, like, we fucking top viewings on your one. And I was going, really? What did you get? 45 people on the one you were on.
The amount I've seen come and go, and I'll go on any. I don't mind.
Oh, I know what.
But
I think people get disheartened as well, knowing they have a bad week.
Yeah,
you know, like, or a bad couple of weeks,
or they just don't feel like doing it.
I think the secret is just don't look at that and then just try and get
do it.
You know, I think it was like before
every
Christmas I went to myself, well, fuck, we need to do this differently again. We need to fucking probably because you're doing it so much, we're getting used to it.
You get
so we're like, oh no, we had to fucking get this perked up again.
It has to change all the time.
Aye,
because like at the start.
Oh, speaking of change, we have a fucking studio sitting waiting to go into.
Yeah,
I watched the secret about it, and then just 1 week, just like bang,
what?
New studio.
What?
I think we'll keep it quiet, and then just bang, new studio. Do you know what I mean?
Well, cat's out of the bag.
Well, we've said it now, so
no, but we'd already said like we knew about it. We had told
him. No, at the start it was like the whole thing. It would start off. The conversation would always start off on like a sectarian topic. You know what I mean? It would always be like, so what about Rangers stopping 10 in a row? You know what I mean? Or
what did that happen to it?
But then
I deleted that episode.
But like,
listen, if we're not friends or Rangers,
to delete things.
We're not friends or Rangers. I'm not fucking keeping it on there. Do you know what I mean?
An episode like a couple of months ago, and Eusens brought up fucking Celtic, and I was like, I think that's the first time I've mentioned Celtic in about a year and a half.
I think it became very clear I don't watch Scottish football, so every time the banter happened, I'm like,
what I was starting to talk to you about in the merge was a fella come up to me and went, I'm Willie Thompson's fucking neighbour. And I went, are you? And he went,
you've been to my house?
I
don't have
and
neighbours.
I was like, you's the one's getting all the work done. And he went, well, what kind of floor fitted like? And I was like,
it's not him.
Here's me, are you sure? And he went, oh, well, you know his name's not Willie Thompson. Like. And I went, right? And he was like, not the son, the dad.
That's a completely different dude.
And I was just like, and then he was like, aye. Just the mad conversations that people have with you. The mad conversations that people have with you. Like, there was somebody, I'm not going to say who he was. He was a footballer from here, right? Actually, player, fucking well-known one.
Yeah.
He was having a great night, right? And he came up to us in the VIP, and Andrew was going to me, where do you know that lunatic from? Is he from Divis? And I'm like, he's actually a well-known footballer. And she went, well-known for what? Taking fucking gear. And I was like, no, well-known for his football and this. And she was just like, what the fuck? He was so intense. But I've met this fella outside of that, obviously when he's not taking gear.
Aye.
And he's so quiet.
Right. Those are always the ones you gotta watch.
But he was so annoying. But I was okay with it because I understood the situation.
Was he one of those, like, he's wiped out, he's talking to you, and even while you're looking at him, he's going, here.
But it wasn't even.
Here,
It wasn't.
and I'm like-
he was going, ah, and saying a mad fact, and then looking away, and then coming back again and going, bah! And then saying a mad fact, and then turning away, and then coming back again, and Andrew was just like, he's insane, and I'm like, he's actually a fucking nice fella, like.
Bah! Do you know the Earth 70% water?
It was. He was fucking wiped, like, and I was walking away going, wonder what he was taking, because it was good fucking
Footballers tend to be the more mental ones. Out of any sports people, it's always footballers are fucking
shit.
bad
Boxers
shit, like.
don't be like that. Boxers just, I don't know.
They
don't.
kind of remain disciplined.
They do.
Even when they stop
do.
boxing.
It's sort of like because they're apart from who? Apart from who?
I don't know, I'm laughing at his wee giggle.
Conor McGregor is fucking
He's
not
lovely.
disciplined.
But I tend to see, like, a lot of boxers are people
Did you
who
see
were
the
mental.
video?
then
Did
got
you
into
see the
boxing.
video that he put up, like literally yesterday,
No.
of him on the fucking exercise bike on the boat, and it's just his dick going from side to side, and he's just going, and somebody put up, what the fuck, and he wrote, Americans say go too.
You know what? I think
He's fucking nuts.
I think that's what you've got to look forward to. I think that's once you hit your downfall, you're just going to go for Conor McGregor.
I look at some of my videos now and I think I'm in it. I do. I look at some of the videos and go, whew.
He is the guy that in 10 years' time will be, or like when we have kids, we'll be like, he was some fighter, and he, like the Gaza.
He's that now. He's that now.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't know it. He doesn't know it. I think that's the mad.
But he still has the yachts and the money. Like, I mean, in 20 years,
well,
he's
he's
going
lost
to be
everything.
skint. And he will be like, if you're in Dublin, you can have a pint with him. And you'll be going to people, what? He used to be fucking McGregor. Like, he used to be the fucking dude. But he's fucking insane now. Like,
Oh, that there was just fucking.
sorry, are you DMing him right now?
I was going to send him a message or say, here, Willie says you're a fucking cockhead. No. I'm trying to find that video, but
He just replies, Euro Trip 3. And you're
he's
like,
like, Paddy, what's happening? And he's like, ah!
He's like Bill and Ted 2, Bogus Adventure.
Bill and Ted 2 is so fucking bad.
No, you mean Bill and Ted 3. Bill and Ted 2 is a masterpiece. How dare you?
What do you
I haven't
mean?
seen Bill and Ted, any of them.
Bill and Ted 1 is a classic. Bill and Ted 2 is great. It's the one with Def.
Oh, yeah, no, you're right.
And the
the
game
one
with
now,
Face.
like, where, oh,
I
fuck.
Face the Music is the third one.
Jesus
Is
Christ.
that recently?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
See that, this comedy was out 30 years ago, let's make a sequel now. Has any of them worked?
Not at all.
I
Well, coming to America, like the
Happens.
second one. That was good.
He has taken that down. She has went to him. Get that fuck.
What are you looking on Instagram? I'm
Yes.
near sure his penis isn't going to be on show on Instagram. Like for long, you know what I mean? If he did put it up,
Oh, they would have took it down.
Is it long?
yeah. Who knows? Well, Patrick,
he does.
What's that?
Yeah, but I don't think any of those movies.
Going by fucking psychic fucking Glenn, yours is fucking massive, by the way.
too fucking right, Glenn.
Too right. Oh, you didn't
That's my
go.
favourite moment ever.
Whereas like if somebody like if
You have a big
somebody
cock?
in my class
Aye.
who was like psychic Glenn had a went, you have a big dick, and I went, listen, fuck up. Nah. Because the whole class would have went, how does he know?
Because he's psychic.
Yeah.
That's how he knows.
Psychic.
He's rubbed on the crystal balls. But it was your reaction to it was amazing. He was like, you have a big cock, and you were like, oh. It's like, that's the best answer. That's how I know it's right, because if you're like, fucking right to do it all, I'm like, no, he doesn't. But if you're just like,
He did take it down. He fucking did take it down.
I haven't heard from
Shut up.
Psychic Glenn. Have you?
Conor McGregor has the same relationship with his cock that we do with Burnsy.
He's like, know what? Not friends with my dick no more.
She's on a podcast, just rubbing it.
She's definitely said something to him. Like, he doesn't seem to tape it, but listen to her. Like, but somebody must have told him to take it down.
Must have done. But he's put up that amount of mad shit that he then just
Oh,
takes down.
remember he had the video of her sucking his dick?
Yes, I do remember that. I do. That was weird.
That was weird.
Really.
Playing like mad music and stuff like that there, and he's just like,
And then you can hear him like, yeah! I'm like, what the
Here,
You used to
I
be
see Conor McGregor emerge, Jordan.
used to be the pride of Ireland, and now you're just a fucking gearhead,
travelers.
like. But like he keeps being like, "Oh, but come back into the UFC," and I'm like, "You'll get fucking rolled if you're back in it." He's fucking a head case now. I think the best thing he can do is those like fucking exhibition YouTube boxing fights. I think that's
But even then, if he gets fucking his
Doesn't
arse
matter.
handed to
It
him,
doesn't
then-
matter. I think he could be getting his head punched in for the next 10 years. He has 4 of them fights. It's fucking 30 million each.
like he could demand serious money for it. Like,
Plus, he's going into business and like, he's doing
is he
that
fighting
stout and he's
KSI?
doing- What?
Or is he's called out KSI, or KSI called him out? But I don't know. I don't follow YouTube boxing.
KSI's a fucking head case for calling like Conor McGregor.
But I don't see with those exhibition fights. I don't think they go
Do you think
in.
there's a contract where they don't go? Because Nat Diaz against fucking Logan Paul was a fucking lot of dick.
I think it's like
Nat Diaz could have fucking taken his head off.
I think it's like the WWE version of boxing. It's like you take me this round and then I spar
Are you
back.
trying to say wrestling's fucking fake?
Yes, it is. R.I.P. Bray Wyatt. It is.
By the way, I
Tell that to the man that fell from the fucking ceiling.
I see
Gravity's not fake. That's very much real.
If only that table hadn't have been fake, he would have survived.
I saved a thread on Twitter for this, like to go through a list of Hulk Hogan talking shit.
I love Hulk Hogan.
I said this to Kieran.
Hey, brother! I sent you the one where the kid goes into the shop.
Yeah.
And that's mad because the reason why I sent it is that kid is now.
Oh yeah, I saw
So
his class.
he is watching vintage stuff.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's...
Are you with me? I don't know. It just felt like you were being John Cena for a second.
Listen, brother!
You with me, brother? I held up a whole classroom with a potato, brother, Jack.
The thing about wrestling too, there was a lot of time when I look back on it now, and there was a lot of gay innuendos. There was a lot of gay innuendos that somebody was writing into scripts that they weren't realising. I'm gonna come in your ass so hard, harder than anyone's ever done before, and you'll know that I've came because I'm big. And you're like, whoa.
You're not gonna jack me off, buddy.
I'm gonna crack a nut in your ass. And you're like, whoa.
Mark Henry handling the Big Johnson. Actual thing that was said on a show.
So I'm gonna read out a list of some of these things.
I
could,
love these because I know them already.
they could be potty facts.
You're the Hulk Hogan of comedy.
So
What do you mean?
You wouldn't see.
and Hulk
Who says, is this me or Hulk Hogan?
That's what
That's the feature. Who said this? Potty or Hulk Hogan?
So I know what's going on here. How did this go from wrestling to me?
This is Hulk Hogan. It's Hulk
So
Hogan.
this is Hulk Hogan's like thing. So, but what I'm saying is they're like potty facts.
Yeah,
Right.
it's things that Hogan has
They're
claimed
mad.
throughout interviews, and he's notorious for, let's say, stretching the truth.
What are you trying to say, Will?
That Hogan's stretches the truth.
Right, okay. Well, why you fucking put me in the same bracket as it?
Because you do a bit as well.
So in Hogan's second,
There's a fucking smoking monkey, and there was a smoking monkey. Like many people say,
A smoking monkey. A smoking monkey. That's good. He's gonna hit me.
very hard.
in Hogan's second biography, he claims to have wrestled 400 days out of the year. He says it was
I remember this.
But I get what he meant by it.
And I give the explanation for how he justified it.
yeah, go.
So he would argue that he flew to so many different
That
time
he-
zones.
that he
created
Created
time.
extra days. I remember, but also he was saying like that he done a match in Philadelphia, he done one in Delaware, and then he went to Madison Square Gardens that night. So he was sort of saying he was doing 3 in one day. So if you count up,
Oh, the time zones.
Yes.
He was doing 3 a day.
yes,
Yeah.
it's like us now, bro. I didn't do 2 weeks. I done 4 months
Yeah. Worth of gigs.
worth of gigs.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan claims that he was offered and turned down to play bass for
In
both
Metallica?
the Rolling Stones and Metallica. And
Lars Ulrich asked about this, and Lars
Lars
Ulrich was
Ulrich
like,
says-
never met him.
but we weren't auditioning bass players at that time.
But do you know what happened there?
I don't know who he is.
Also had never met him.
But you know the thing about it is, somebody at a party or an after party probably says, "Here, I found out that you played fucking bass, Hulk. I could get you playing with fucking Metallica."
But should you not go?
I know.
I doubt it.
But genuinely, do you know what I mean? Like, there's that much fucking shit. Like, when you think Hulk, and what shit was he taking?
Oh, a lot of cocaine and sleepers.
Exactly. So, I mean, what was reality and what wasn't to that man?
This one's my favourite. This one's my favourite. He says that he partied with John Belushi after WrestleMania 2. Right, but the problem with
Belushi was dead?
John Belushi died in 1982. WrestleMania 2 wasn't until 1986.
That's some party, though.
Here's the thing I'm going to say to you, right?
I think it was with Jim Belushi.
And he just
didn't realise.
Genuinely. I don't have this girl on my Facebook, right? Or on my Instagram, right? But she sent me pictures of this fella who she said she was with.
John Belushi?
No. Fucking me, she thought it was.
Right.
And she was partying all night with this cunt. Brought him back to a party and all. And then fucking sent me this whole message just going. And the many people sent me messages going, there was some cunt running about. It was one of the concerts. It wasn't a merge. It was one of the concerts that I wasn't here for. I was in Edinburgh.
Aye.
This cunt was running about the concert, letting on to be me. And this girl fucking brought him back to a party and fucking thought she was with me and then sent me messages going, "Where'd you go?" And I'm going, "What the fuck?" And then whenever she fucking got the photos up, she went, "I'm actually looking at the photos now, it's not even you." And she sent me the photos. He was about 7 foot tall, the cunt.
Andre the Giant sitting in an after party.
If you're wondering if it's Paddy, if he's 5 full fingers, it's not him.
Exactly. Very easy to find out.
Yeah. The key is in the pinky.
I slept with Paddy McDonald last night. He must have got that tattoo removed from his cock.
Also, didn't know he was black.
Yeah. The black Paddy. Fabu D on the beat. We're going, "Hello! Today I'm going to try a Guinness in your belly. Hey, hey!"
He's sitting in the Holy Lands at an after party and like,
Who are
he
you?
tells another one, he's like, "This is the time I spiked the granny."
Is there any more of those Hulk Hogan ones? I love them so much.
There's fucking brilliant
There's so many.
There's ones. Oh, why? So he says that he killed Andre the Giant. So so he says after he body slammed Andre the Giant, he died in hospital 3 days later from the injuries. He didn't die until another couple of years later.
He didn't die until like 93.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, brother.
And
Didn't mean to kill you, brother.
he also says that he was offered the main role in the movie The Wrestler 3 times. But the director responded in a tweet saying, "For the record, the role of the wrestler was always Mickey Rourke. It was never Hulk Hogan's."
Have you ever seen Hulk Hogan act? He fucking wasn't offered it.
That's like a drama.
Yeah, he is a fucking shit actor. Do you know why Hogan got in trouble?
Gremlins too, wasn't he?
He was in Gremlins too. Enjoy the movie, folks. He's also in the Muppets in Space,
Yeah.
where he helps the bad guys. Do you know why he got cancelled like a few years ago? Why he got sort of blacklisted from wrestling?
Why?
So he made a sex tape where he was fucking his mate's wife.
Yes, I think I heard that.
And halfway through the sex tape,
Who did he say it was? He thought it was Pam Adams.
yeah. Halfway through it, he just stops fucking her and then goes on this really racist rant. Like, really racist?
So was the really racist stuff, was that what cancelled him?
Yes.
Or was it, am I wrong in thinking this? Who was it with the burger? Was that,
What do you mean?
that was Knight Rider, wasn't it?
David Hasselhoff, where he's like having a
And his
breakdown.
daughter, and he's having the breakdown, he has the burger. That wasn't
That's
Hulk Hogan.
David Hasselhoff.
But I knew Hulk Hogan definitely get done for racism.
Yeah, he did. So what he did,
I don't love Hulk Hogan anymore. I forgot that he was a racist.
I'll not say the word that he used, obviously. I'll replace it with the word Guinness. Right? So he pulls out of his friend's wife.
Was she Guinness?
She was white. And it turns out that Brooke, his daughter, was dating a black man. And Hulk Hogan said, my daughter's dating a fucking Guinness. If she was going to date a Guinness, I'd rather she dated a rich Guinness instead of one of these crack-hitting Guinnesses. I guess we're all a little bit racist. Fucking Guinness. So he got cancelled after that.
Fuck.
He got cancelled. And then came back because he made an apology. And the apology was basically, if you're going to be racist, make sure you're not being recorded.
Fuck. I thought you were going to say another hint, but I was thinking of Vince McMahon. No, like, he just pays off everything.
He's uncancelable. The shit he has done. He's paid off suspected murderers. Like, the dude is...
What are we on there?
No idea.
Yeah, Vince McMahon's fucking insane. But yeah, he had that where he was like fucking divas.
Vince McMahon's dad give Hulk Hogan the start in wrestling.
Do you know why I called him Hulk Hogan?
No.
So they had Bruno Sammartino for the Italian Americans. They had Junkyard Dog for African Americans. I could be wrong with that, but then they went, "We'll call you Hulk Hogan" for the Irish Americans. So that was the appeal to the Irish Americans. That's why they called him Hulk Hogan.
See that? He stole that from another wrestler.
Yeah. Oh, everything he took was, he admitted that.
Because the other wrestler went like that, but he then done that. But yeah, so Vince McMahon Senior gave him the role, and then he fucked off to do the thing in the Rocky movie,
Rocky 3.
And then he says, "You'll never work here again," and he says, "No, you go fuck yourself." And then he went, and he was in Japan, I think. And
he did Japan.
And then he done somewhere else in
AWA.
Yeah, which was in fucking
Mid-South, yeah.
Yeah, Minnesota or something like that.
Yeah.
And he wrestled there, and then they started getting numbers, and then it was
and then
Vince McMahon, the son says, "Do you want to come on board?"
So when the dad ran it, he was very much at the school of like, wrestling's not fake. We don't even acknowledge that it's not real. So him doing Rocky 3, they're like, "You're making a mockery of what wrestling is." But Vince was like, "Fuck it, he's famous now, can bring him back." Hulk Hogan.
I feel electric.